Good afternoon, Houston. This is attorney Anthony Push from the Push and Win Law Firm, wishing you all a safe drive home. But in the event you do get involved in an accident, you know who to call. 833-PUSH-WIN. We push, you win.
104.1 KRBE. Let's get started. It's the Roula and Ryan Show.
Wake up, fool!
Hey, wake up!
It's about to get all stupid up in here!
Right here.
Featuring Eric.
Eric, he is a bad, bad man.
Special K.
The big red K.
Are you threatening me?
I'm waiting for you.
And Sam.
I am a wuss! I am a wuss!
You've waited long enough. How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula. And
Ding dong.
Ryan. 104.1 KRBE.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Houston, Texas. It's Monday, June the 5th of 2023. It's the whole gang, Roula, Ryan, Eric, Special K, and Sam back again for another week of the first official week of summer. I know that one of my last friends, family friends, graduated on Saturday.
So all school is at now at this
Friday.
point, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm shocked if there's another, is a kid still
My nephew
straggling.
doesn't graduate till Friday still. But
Friday?
They were
They're done with class.
Yeah, they were in Israel for a month. Their school, the whole
Whoa.
school goes to Poland and Israel, and they do it for 30 days.
Wow.
So really, they were done a month ago, but
They've
do
been
this.
traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Man,
Must be
best,
nice.
best field trip we ever
That's a
had.
high school.
We got to go to see the maple syrup farm.
I know.
That was it.
Or the field
we didn't go
museum.
to Europe or Israel or anywhere else.
We're going to the Hamburglar jail thing at McDonald's. That was like our big lunch.
when you were a senior in high school?
8th grade, I think. High school, we didn't get
I was
anything.
like, what?
I think my baby brother had a birthday there one year. He got his head stuck in the bars.
we just went out to the woods in high school and drink.
Yeah.
That was exciting.
It feels weird being back, man. Y'all, let's go for a week.
That's crazy. This is
Solid week.
I mean, this
It's
is our
like
first
being on
time
vacation.
we're all together now.
Oh, it was no vacation. It was COVID. It was not fun.
No, but
So-
I'm just saying, like, we've been gone for a week before, but yeah, it's kind of, I'm sure, like, you probably watched a lot of TV.
I watched a
There's
lot of
nothing else to
TV.
do.
I watched a lot
I'm
of
trying
TV.
to save it for vacation.
I did. When you get the scoop, I'll give you a couple good picks. Few that are just outstanding. Some are like, meh.
Just watch Ted Lasso, man. Did you watch it?
I haven't seen the last season yet.
Oh.
What? You had a whole week.
Talking about.
I've got my other shows I was
Come on.
involved with.
Dang it.
Ted Lasso.
Well, that and the
At
fact
this
that I was
point,
sleeping-
Ted Lasso is time sensitive.
That and the fact that I was sleeping like 20 hours a day.
That's true. You only got 4 hours a day.
It
Yeah.
wasn't much awake time.
Sam, have you been able to watch much TV or shows? Or obviously you're a little busy.
Right. It's more just kind of like background noise. Or like if he falls asleep on me, then I can like pay attention.
Or you just want to sleep?
Well, no, because normally if he's sleeping on me, I feel like I can't sleep comfortably. So
Then
it's
you'll
like,
roll right off you.
yeah.
I was dying laughing at, was it yesterday you had a story on Instagram with your son, Marcus Hold'em,
Oh, yeah.
and the face he made?
The face he made, he was just like, he mean mugs.
Yeah, somebody was, some noise or something. Was that
That's the one with the crawfish place?
It was,
Yeah,
we
crawfish.
went to a local, like, bar that had crawfish, and his little face, he, like, mean mugs, but he was wearing, like, his little muscle shirt.
Yeah, I was
so,
dying
like, his
laughing.
Oh, my
little
gosh.
muscles, his little rolls
it's
were
probably still
sticking
there,
out.
I bet. On Slam Given.
Slam Given. He's
Yeah.
so cute. He just makes
Ryan, he came up here
faces.
last week for the jock meeting.
Aw. How
I
nice.
know. I know. You'll
He's
get to
cute.
meet him one day.
Adorable.
It's cute, but yes, now you're going to welcome to the world of just having TV on, but not necessarily absorbing it. And then you'll move into my world, one earbud in, phone planted somewhere. They can't hear all the bad things that are
How
happening.
old is he right now?
He just turned 3 months.
3 months.
Yesterday was his birthday celebration. I'm doing air quotes because it's like,
You having a monthly birthday celebrations?
yeah, that's what people do with babies. I don't know how many weeks old he is. Like,
Yeah.
that whole thing.
My
because
kid's 240
those
weeks
don't
old.
match up.
At what point do you stop saying
It was
weeks?
weird.
Yeah, like,
Well,
they're
you say it, you
or
say
months. I think months
I
is
did
what
But
went
once
on
you
for
get to like 24, you should just say they're 2.
2.
Right.
21 is different because it's not quite 2. You can say he's almost 2, but you'll see that people get into that minutia with the numbers. They don't say like 18 months is 18 months. That's what a toddler is. They're 18 months. They're not 1.5. You say, oh, I have an 18-month-old.
Oh.
It's weird to say. People don't say I have a 1.5-year-old. They say I have an 18-month-old. It's more common to say that.
Right.
Maybe because you're so into it buying the clothes.
Less words.
18 to 24 months.
Yeah, I don't.
I know
I don't
what
say.
size he's in.
I'm 500
Here's what
months
size
old now.
Yeah. You want to add up how many months
I had
have.
some family friends every year for their Christmas card, they would put all their months instead of their years.
Oh, for
Like if their kids were like 10, 12, and 14, they wouldn't put 10, 12, and 14. They put the amount of months.
For everybody.
Same for the parents. Like,
gosh.
And like just, people say, 17 months. 742 months. Anyway, so over the weekend, the Astros played the Angels. I got to go on Friday, and then my daughter went on Saturday. So we were like Astros family locked in. We won 3 of 4 of those 4 games.
Yeah, we lost yesterday.
But man, that was so awesome on Saturday when they won 9-6. However, it was 7-1, and they came back like 5 runs in a row. I was like, "What the hell's
I
happening?"
know 7-1. I'm like, I'm going to start watching Fubar.
And then you come back and you're like,
Wasn't
"Wait,
that
it's
great? Did you
8-5."
finish Food Bar yet?
No, I got
Oh,
2 or
it's
3 in.
so fun.
Because my wife came and goes,
What a great show.
Astro's about to poop the bed here. You better come in here and watch this. I'm like, uh-oh. But Bregman has a mustache now.
Oh, he does?
And we had Reagan Bregman in studio Friday, and she loved the mullet, but she doesn't like the mustache.
Doesn't like the mustache.
I don't think I even noticed the mustache.
Oh, yeah, he had that you see the mustache he has?
When you're at the
is it
game, you
like-
can't see their faces that closely.
Is it like a cookie duster right now, or is it fully come in?
I don't even know what. For all the years I've known you, Rain Chase, you've always said cookie duster. I've never known what the hell that means.
Okay, that's the guy who's
I
got
don't
that.
understand that.
That's like a guy you'd see on like one of these trashy talk shows like Jerry or Maury or something where he's got kind of like the really thin, wispy
Yeah, the
mustache.
kid's like 6'1",
Hasn't
and he weighs
grown it in. He can't
125.
really
But why
grow a
is it
full
called
mustache.
a cookie duster? What's that to do with cookies?
It just looks like their little hairs are dusting across the top of the cookie when he's eating it.
Let me find out. Type it in.
That is so odd.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
You've never heard of a cookie duster?
No.
That's like a teenage boy. He's really
It's
not
called Peach
capable.
Fuzz.
Yeah, he's not capable of growing a manly man mustache yet.
Yeah, wispy.
It's wispy.
Well, Alex Bregman is not 14.
no, I'm not
he's-
saying that.
But he
I'm
got the
just-
grand slam in 4
basal
walks, so then
machine.
he kept it the next day because he's like, yeah, Reagan wants me to shave it. But, he's superstitious
A lot
and
of people
stuff.
have those baseball superstitions.
We have a really good show. We wear the same clothes, right? Is that what
Every
it is?
day. I wear the same thing every day. Why not? Welcome
20
to the
years.
Welcome. That's right.
Dang.
I have a
threads.
change every show at 8 o'clock. I have
Costume
to have
change?
the 8 a.m. costume change.
Because you sweat or just
No, because I get coffee on the early shirts. I got to
Yogurt's-
wear the black shirt.
It's true.
Switch to
Kevin
the
gets
white.
more on him than in him.
especially yogurt. I have to look over here and go,
Oh my God,
bro.
Yeah, your
The yogurt
your
usually
beard.
goes all over his face. Like, I don't know why you missed that corner.
I have a
You don't
yogurt
feel
duster.
that corner.
Yeah, yogurt
No, I
duster.
was gonna say you've got your
Me too.
your beard is like the yogurt colander, man. It just gets all, it strains all the stuff.
Well, coming up next, we're going to give you all the details of the summer of 2020 free and what's up for grabs today, where you can score $10,000. And I guess there's a new movement to move Hollywood. Plus, there's going to be a triple strike. This is not a good summer for entertainment at all. Triple strike. We'll talk about that. Here's your weather for today.
It does look like rain throughout the day. A high of 86 right now, 72 degrees and 612 on the Roula and Ryan Show.
To some people, the sound of a baby babbling doesn't mean much. But that's not necessarily true. By 6 months, they're combining vowels and consonants. By 9 months, they're trying out different kinds of sounds. And by 12 months, their babbling is beginning to take on some meaning. Especially if there's no babbling at all. Little to no babbling by 12 months or later is just one of the possible signs of autism in children. Early screening and intervention can make a lifetime of difference and unlock a world of possibilities. Take the first step at autismspeaks.org.
When you're struggling with your mental health, the world can seem pretty heavy, like no one understands what you're feeling or you're not sure how to ask for help. But here's the real truth. You're never in this alone. 988 Lifeline's trained crisis counselors are available 24/7 to offer the help and support you need to make it through. No judgment, no stigma, just someone to listen. Text or call 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, day or night. 988. Hope has a new number.
From the big screen to the big house.
Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
104.1 KRBE.
All right, I want to remind you guys that we kicked off the summer of 2020 free last week, where you have a chance 3 times a day to score something fun, which then makes you a finalist for $10,000 at the end of the summer.
Nice.
At 8:20 a.m., 1:20 p.m., and 5:20 p.m., we give you something fun to do, mostly around Houston, or just, like in this case, it's going to be Space Cowboys tickets at 8:20 this morning.
Cool. That's a fun
check out
time.
a game at the Space Cowboys. And that makes you a finalist for the $10,000 that we will award at the end of the summer of 2020 free. 8:20 this morning. Listen for the text word to send us. 104th texter gets a call back, and you win Sugarland Space Cowboys tickets. They're taking on the Sacramento River Cats, by the way. River Cats.
What's a river cat?
Are there a lot of
River cat?
cats on the river in Sacramento? And what is the river going through Sacramento that we should be aware
Cats don't
of?
like the water.
Those minor league like hockey teams and AAA,
have
single A,
crazy
they have the
names.
best names. It's so much fun.
Mud Dogs.
Yeah.
The Mud Dogs.
That's
Let's go, Mud Dogs.
That's from Waterboy.
No, I swear, there's Mud something. My son's
Mud
baseball
Cats, probably.
little league, they play all these little, they name themselves after AAA teams. There's one called like the Tin Caps or something, and their logo is like an apple with a tin cap on, like a tin cup for a cap.
What?
I'm like, I don't know what's happening right now. Is this a team for baseball, or what are we doing here? It's kind of crazy. Anyway, summer of 2020 free. Okay, so I've mentioned this a couple of times. There's a writer's strike happening in Hollywood, and that is why you're not going to see new things. Like, the big dramatic stories when it first happened is that, Fallon was making people work, and then after a certain time, he was going to stop paying them, and then he said, okay, well, you keep getting paid, but we're not going to. There's all this minutia that you don't care about because that's not your world. But how does it affect you? You don't get new stuff. We can't have new material
We'll
to
be
look
feeling
at.
that like a year down the line, basically.
Right. Well, it's going to be a 1-month anniversary this Friday that the writer's strike has been happening. So it's been going on for a month.
And there's no forward momentum?
No. And the Directors Guild of America and the Screen Actors Guild of America are also going to go into the summer with contract expiration dates. They say that if they don't come to an agreement on what they want in their contracts, they will also strike.
Oh, God.
So you'll have directors out, writers out, actors out.
You know what this means? More reality shows.
Yeah.
I feel like
even
Netflix
that's
I
scripted,
like
though.
that.
That stuff's scripted, too.
No, it's not. It's real.
Oh, yeah,
Plus
right.
Netflix
It's all real.
has, 40% of their stuff is that type of thing.
Yeah.
Dating shows and all
But how does this work? Like, a lot of times Netflix, they license things from other countries. Like Squid Games. That wasn't made for Netflix, but they picked it up and they started playing that.
Well, that's
It
one
became-
thing that we can name. You know what I mean? There's one.
Well, Money Heist.
Well, I mean, I feel
Alice in
like
Borderland. If you like Squid Games, I recommend that. It's like 2 or 3 seasons. It's I don't know if it's from what country, but it's just like
It's
like
good.
Squid Games.
Oh, it is?
But
Game.
it's for it's younger
Game,
though.
Eric.
It's
if
younger.
if you weren't rapid fire quiz, you wouldn't get a point for that.
Oh.
Squid Game?
Yeah, game. Is it
Because
Squid
it's
Game?
plural. I'll tell you what, though. I got
Good
Apple
point.
Television solely based on Roula talking about Apple TV all the time. And there's not a lot of programming on it, but the stuff they do have is amazing. There is one when I was down for the count and just bedridden, having to watch TV, City on Fire on Apple Television. Y'all, this is maybe the best show I've seen in 5 years. It is amazing. It
What's
is
it about?
absolutely amazing.
It's really hot in the city. It feels
No,
like
it's
on fire.
it's a mystery. It's about this. Eric, you'd love it because some of the people from Succession are in it.
My friend,
He's in it.
He's one of the detectives.
Yeah.
He's in Mandalorian.
The one
and
from
stuff.
Mandalorian?
Yeah.
Y'all, it is so good.
The person that did
it's
it,
a mystery.
It's from the people that did Gossip Girl and The OC.
What's your actor friend's
Oh, that's
name?
cool.
So it's got a young feel.
It's about this really rich, messed up family, and then there's a attempted murder, and it's about solving it. And they go back and later episodes they do flashbacks, and you find out things about the characters, and it's just like edge of your seat, bingeable. City on Fire.
What's your friend's name, Eric?
right there. I can never say his last name right.
Omid Abtahi.
Abtahi.
Yeah,
Abtahi.
he's got a pretty chunky role in it.
Omid Abtahi.
Omid.
Yeah.
Omid Abtahi.
But he's in a lot of shows.
Well, we'll see what happens
Gods
with
and
this.
What's that one that you liked, Ahmad? Gods and...
Oh, American Gods.
Oh, American Gods.
Yeah,
That's been
it
out
was
for a long
such
time.
Good, like, it
It's on
was a
Netflix.
He's
really
got a
good
really
gay love
scene in
story.
there that really...
Oh, yeah, very
like,
raunchy scene.
That
I
scene, I'm
loved it.
like, oh, that's awkward.
But he's not gay
Yeah.
in real life, or?
No, he's
So you
married
had to-
as a kid.
Okay.
But he even played like Sleeper Cell 1 was on Cinemax or Showtime, one of those. He was a gay terrorist. he gets picked for all kinds of roles, I guess. He's like, at least I'm not being terrorist anymore, he said. He gets to be scientist.
Not just terrorist. Now
he's a scientist.
Okay, scientist? No, I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
He doesn't
He's a
care.
scientist.
He'll take it.
Paycheck's a paycheck.
Yeah, he'll take a role.
So, okay, let me throw you this one, too. I didn't realize this was happening, but Mark Wahlberg, who is uber rich and very talented and has his hands on a lot of things, has picked up and moved his family out of California into Nevada. Like, that's where he wants to raise his kids. Mm-hmm. And sometimes there are certain actors of, caliber that they're like, oh, well, I got the money. I can just move my family wherever I want, and then I'll just make the projects come to me, or I'll go to the projects and I'll make it work. So here is some audio of Mark Wahlberg talking about trying to move Hollywood to Nevada. It kind of makes sense. Listen to this.
I would love to see us building studios, creating jobs, and just diversifying the economy. I've moved my last film here. I'm shooting another film here coming up in the summertime. I moved permanently here. My children are thriving. It's a great sense of community, affordable housing, and I just haven't found anything that I dislike about it.
Is it that you want to do more work close to home?
Listen, I will always go. I've always gone where the work is and never complained. I've been really appreciative of the opportunities that have been afforded me, but I think there is so much more opportunity to be created here. There's so much growth and there's so much potential that, you see it as a wonderful opportunity for everybody to prosper.
Is there a financial stake for you if this whole effort succeeds?
There's a financial stake for me. I am going to invest lots of my hard-earned dollars to create job and opportunity and build the infrastructure in the business here. There is no upside for me other than the opportunity to build something that hopefully will continue to grow and create opportunity for others.
If we could just get an actor to come to Texas and do that.
Well, have you seen that video? I saw something that popped up on Instagram. It was Matthew McConaughey, even Billy Bob Thornton, even though he's not from here. Woody Harrelson, the guy from Top Gun. He was like the cocky guy.
Oh,
Miles Teller?
No,
he
was Hangman. What's his real name?
Okay.
He's from Austin. They're all together, and Dennis Quaid, and they're talking about bringing film to Texas. There's some law they're trying to get.
Because we had it for a long time.
Vote for this R2D2.
Nevada sounds so hot and miserable.
That's what I thought, Kev. I was thinking, how are they doing this?
The thing about Texas, though, you could
dry and hot.
Texas, you have every.
But they also they also don't have to deal with the unions that you have to deal with out in California. That's why a lot of television shows. A lot of television shows are filmed in Vancouver, Toronto. A lot of Canadian shows, Paramount Plus. Almost all their shows are filmed in Canada.
Yeah.
But Nevada makes sense because Los Angeles is not that far from there. So they can go back and forth and not have to abide by the state laws of California for entertainment. They just make their own new laws in Nevada or whatever. Because for a long time, Houston had films being made here, and then it lost all that business to Louisiana.
But upper Nevada over there, isn't it colder up there?
Honey, I don't know nothing.
We're so used to the desert part.
Been to Nevada.
And the rest of it.
You never been to Vegas ever, Sam? Ever not one
I
time?
thought you went to Vegas. No?
Whoa. No.
Oh my god.
Well, it's just very dry.
Party
there.
time.
I highly doubt I'm going with a baby now. So may have
Even
missed
better.
that.
Not for a while.
May have missed that,
No, you still
that
get
trip.
away.
Nah, that wouldn't be the place I'd
Let's
go.
see the annual
What, you like
temperatures.
Yeah, but I don't like gambling.
You don't have to.
Oh, I hate
Yeah, you
gambling.
don't have to gamble there.
And the drinks.
It's the shows.
And the shows,
I'm there for the shows. I saw the best Lady Gaga show of my entire life there. I won't see her again. I'd have to leave it at that one.
Oh,
I feel it was so
was that
good.
one of those?
It was that good.
So good,
You're like,
nothing
I
could
don't
top
need to
With
see
it.
this
an
again.
18-piece band.
wow.
No, I was looking it up. The annual temperatures in Nevada vary. I mean, the whole state overall, it's 50 degrees Fahrenheit is the annual temperature.
Whoa.
Yeah, 'cause it was up,
Well, it does get really chilly at night. I mean, it will swing from like 120 in the afternoon down to in the 60s at night in the summertime.
Although June, it's like
that's
an
nice.
oven. Last year when we were there,
They had the
you couldn't walk across the street.
No,
like,
it burns your skin.
Oh, God.
Oh my God.
And you
Yeah,
don't
it was
sweat,
bad.
obviously, because it's not like here.
It's a dry heat.
And you can't walk like a block in Nevada is like 3 blocks in New York. It feels like.
Oh my God!
When they say, I mean, my baptism by fire going to Las Vegas the first time by myself, I went there for like a radio thing, and they just said me, and I had like half of a day to myself, and I go, well, how do I get? And it's like I can't remember which hotel I was in, but they were like, oh yeah, Caesars is just 2 hotels away. I go, okay, I'll walk there.
The ups
I may as
and
well
then
have
back
walked-
down and
Yeah.
then up and back down.
I may as well have done Memorial Park 3 times. I'm like, what is happening right now? Like, why am I not there yet? And how do I get there? And this is crazy. And so then Eric and I and my husband and his wife and our friends were there last June, and we were like, okay, let's just walk. We could just walk right from this hotel to that one. I was like, are we sure we want to do this? That was stupid.
It felt so good though when you got in that area. Like, oh
I
god.
was like, this is dumb. I'm going to get hit by a car, A, or I'm going to melt on the sidewalk. Let's just get an Uber for 3 minutes. That's what we're doing. 3-minute Ubers.
Yeah,
'Cause it's
112
so hot.
degrees or 114 or something.
Yeah, that's ungodly.
And the pool,
hot.
though, that we were in actually had a chiller. It's the first time I've been in a pool that has a chiller.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Because Las Vegas is so hot.
Yeah.
The water would feel like 125 degrees. Let's put some carrots in, make some soup.
Ugh.
But the chiller was really amazing.
Think of those old Warner Brothers cartoons or Bugs Bunny's in the pot.
Or the cannibals or whatever.
They're cutting up carrots and throwing it in there with him.
Wow,
He's
what's
like
up,
washing
Doc?
his arms.
Yeah, with the celery stalk.
Yeah.
Coming up next, we're going to talk about the top little mini mishaps that can ruin you every day. This happens every day to somebody. Maybe it's already happened to you on a Monday morning, and it's not even 7 a.m. What are some of the top little mishaps that happen to us on the regular? We'll talk about it next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
104.1 KRBE. Back to the Roula and Ryan Show.
All right, Rolla, let's hear about some of these little trials and tribulations. that
Ruin your
people gotta
Monday.
go
It's
to.
not even 7 a.m.
through.
yet, and somebody has had this happen to them. Whether you're here listening to the Roula and Ryan Show or just somewhere in the world, somebody's done this. Mistexted somebody. You just sent a text to one person thinking it was that person, it's somebody else.
Oh, we used to do whole
Everyday
segments
mishaps
on that. Yeah.
that ruin you.
With the same name, and you think it's that person.
Right, and you're like, how the hell did this happen? Or the
Or
last
they
thread you were
call you
on.
at 11 p.m. thinking that you are out and about.
You drunk too?
And I was
Ahmad, thanks a lot for
Is that what you did to Ahmad for real?
Sam, this is the second time I've done this to you, and I'm going to apologize on the air because
You did it
I
again?
have a friend,
Oh, you woke up the
Sam.
baby?
Oh
I
my
have a
gosh.
friend named Sam, and when I'm trying to find her out in Montrose, I accidentally call Sam.
You
What
gotta
you
change
need
the
to do-
slam.
Hilarious.
that or Mama.
Or
Like
just-
put Mama,
yeah.
Mama
Sam, so that he'll know. Be like, oh, don't call her. Don't call her.
Just label it KRBE Sam. And then it's nowhere near the S's. You
Right.
can't make
What
that
did we learn
mistake.
here? Just don't put Sam first.
Yes,
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 Sam.
Just
Put something else.
anything.
The average one of us has 84 minor mishaps a year. People were asked to rank the top ones they've experienced. What do you think number one would be of a mishap? Should I give you some
Yeah,
examples?
give a few examples so we can figure out.
Being a no-show for something because you forgot you made plans. That's like a mishap.
That's the worst.
God, I'm still traumatized for some of those mess ups. Changing the remote with your butt because the remote is somewhere in your couch you didn't realize because you're on your phone.
Oh, I've sat on the remote a million times.
Yeah, that one's fine.
Let's see.
So
Accidentally
this is
blasting
the part where
music.
you're paused and then you went and did something and then you're like 30 minutes behind.
Oh, and then it goes
you,
live. You can't go back.
Yeah, stuff
That's
For
like
any
the
of you pet
worst.
owners
or
out
changing
there,
the channel.
Yeah,
if any
you
of you
can't go back.
You had this, like my dog will roam across the couch and step on the remote right in the middle of something critical on television.
That sucks.
Has not happened to me yet. Accidentally blasting your phone out loud in public because it did not pair with your earbuds.
Or it's just you clicked on something and you hit the unmute button and then here it goes. Like
Yeah.
Or you think it's muted. You think it's muted. You're in a
Yeah.
meeting here or on the radio and someone's doing a live endorsement.
And then
turn it down.
Turn it down. Number one thing, I don't know if y'all, I don't think y'all get it. So I'm going to tell you what it is because it's really stupid and embarrassing. It's so basic. Saying hi to somebody that you thought you knew, but actually it's a total stranger.
oh yeah,
When you say, like,
hey, what's going on?
I was just saying hi to you, stranger. Very enthusiastic.
great seeing you again.
I'm like,
I
oh,
don't
is
know
that
who
that
that
person?
is.
Like
Don't
across
know
the
who that
parking
is.
lot, you think it looks like they're formed. Like, oh, hey. I don't think I know them.
What,
or
they
I've been
waved to you?
waved to, and I thought they were waving to me, and they're waving to somebody else. I'm like, hi, I don't know who that is.
There's somebody right behind you they're waving to.
So embarrassing. Accidental everyday mishaps that happen. 87% of people said these are usually unavoidable. Another one is following your GPS and then realizing you put in the wrong destination, so it's not even taking you to the right place. Trying to unlock a car that is not yours.
Yep.
Definitely done
Everybody's
this.
done that.
And I've gotten violent with the car because it will not open. I'm so mad.
I've done it and actually
I was like,
opened the
this is
car
not-
where my key actually opened the person's car. I got in and I'm like, this is way too clean. What's going on here? I'm like,
You get shot
I'm in the wrong
nowadays.
car. Oh my God.
That's weird that your key opened the
It
actual
did.
car.
How does that happen?
I swear to you, it happened back when I don't want to say the brand of the car it was at the time.
Why not?
Oh, it was a Lexus. It was the one I used to have. You know, the one that I had a lot of problems with, and it's like that key fob opened up a car. It looked identical. I had the typical,
Mom car.
The mom car. Everybody had that same car, and I was in the grocery store parking lot. I think Faith was just a little girl, and I opened up the car.
I bet it was open.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. But I used the
think
fob,
that would-
and then I opened up the front door, and I'm like, first thing I'm thinking is like, where the hell did the car seat go? Because Faith was still sitting in the car seat.
I bet they
and I'm
just
like,
didn't lock it or something. And didn't
Oh,
even
my
open it.
God.
Because what are the chances of that?
I was
happening?
mortified. I was like, oh my God, somebody's going to kill me.
Forgetting to cancel a subscription that you never use and it renews again.
All the time.
Happens
What
every
about parking in front of a restaurant, parallel parking, tapping the car in front of you, wondering if everyone in the restaurant just saw that happen, waiting for a moment to make sure they didn't,
And then take off?
finishing your parking job, check the other car, because everyone is still looking at you, make sure that nothing happened, and then go on about your business.
And hope no,
Yeah.
that person
Did
didn't
you
see
get busted?
No, I didn't. It was just a tap.
Okay.
Just a tap.
Just a tippity
I have
tap.
to pick my
most of these
chin up
cars-
off the floor real quick. OMG.
Oops. Ding.
I am
I don't have.
mortified for you.
You
know,
know,
I
become a
don't-
thing of the past
I have
because
an
a lot
old-
of cars have self-parking.
Well, I know, but I have an old truck. Mine
He doesn't even have a
07.
backup camera.
Oh no, and no beeping.
yeah, you have
I don't
no
have
Why
that.
don't you get one of those Costco? Like you can even buy it on Amazon. You can get the little camera.
Oh, it sounds like a bunch a
probably
bitch to install.
I bet it's got to be easy. Someone would probably steal it though.
If anybody can install it, it would be
Yeah.
you.
Wait, can I throw you this special
Be
case?
upside down?
But it would also get stolen because it's your truck.
yeah.
Yeah.
Since I know you love a good brunch, Special K, I saw this on Friday and over the weekend, and I was like, I might as well bring it up since I'm about going to a restaurant. Brunch and Sunday brunches in Houston have become legendary, but they started with La Strada.
Legendary La Strada.
And it closed in 2009. La Strada, Sam, was an Italian restaurant that on Sundays, I've never had so much fun in my life before 2 p.m. on a Sunday. And I'm like, what is happening here right
So
now?
much fun there.
People just stay there and just drink and
Dance on the tables.
And then everybody would go from there
all
over
the
to
tables. Like so much fun.
On
Did you
a
see
Sunday.
that Trash Panda is going to
it's
celebrate Pride by transforming into La Strada?
yeah. Saw that.
What?
Yes.
Wait, what is transforming into La Strada?
Trash Panda.
Trash Panda.
Drinking
It's
club.
the cutest restaurant.
They're going to call themselves La Strada
I
for
don't know
that.
about this.
It's
Y'all
like
should
a-
check it.
it's like a
From
reunion.
noon to 5 on June 24th, Trash Panda is going to feature a menu of La Strada favorites, including their flatbreads, their salads. Okay, forget all that. Where's the drinks?
Remember what we ate
yeah,
there?
you only remember the drinks.
They're talking about mimosas.
It was Bellinis. You had the
Yes,
frozen
the
Bellini
Bellini.
picture. I didn't even like peach, and I would down those suckers.
Yeah, no, the peach. I'm like, this is
Okay.
good. All right.
La Strada
I'll never get
opened
again.
in 1986. It hit its stride in the 90s. It became known for its Sunday brunches. Reservations were a must, and those Bellinis and bottomless mimosas.
It was Berry Hill right
is
after
what
that,
kept it
right?
alive.
Yeah, you would go to Berry Hill or you'd go to Sonoma afterwards, but you would latch on to a group. Like you'd find out that a couple of friends were going at a table of 5. Well, that table of 5 would turn into a table of 13.
And then you're all the whole,
Yeah,
And that was the
You're just
place. It
standing
was
around
right
it.
next door to Numbers, right?
Yep. And
Because now it's in
they
El
shared a
Tiempo,
parking
isn't it,
lot.
that building?
yeah, I think the OG burned, and then they made it 2 stories, and then
They did.
they went out of business or something. Okay, so where is this Trash Panda place?
Okay, let's see. Trash Panda is.
They're just doing it for like 1 week.
They're just doing it for a Pride Month
honor.
on June 24th.
Oh,
on Pride Day.
That makes complete sense.
Trash Panda is.
They're
is
at
it
on
North
Edison,
Side?
4203 Edison Street.
Yeah, they say we wanted to do something big. And all of these events are going to be monumental. They're going to donate a portion of their June sales to Way Out, a nonprofit focused on empowering gender-expansive youth by investing in local community centers.
Well, I mean, I hope it's well attended. I mean, the people who used to go to La Strada, they're. I mean, I want to say that they're old, but these kids don't know these La Strada.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like, who's-
Ahmad, you have no idea
still
the
goes
greatness
out?
that you missed.
all these
I
people.
don't know what you're
They live in the
talking
suburbs
about.
now.
That's probably the best time for them to go.
Yeah, I know
Early.
Numbers, though. I love Numbers.
Well, the crazy thing is for me, my church is right there on Montrose. And like really off of Montrose, closest to Westheimer, but it's Yoakum and off of Montrose. So after church, my friends were like, oh, let's go have brunch at La Strada. I go, okay, sure, that's
God.
great. We always go to some restaurant around there. And I was like, wait a second. what is happening here? Because you're right, Kevin. You had like 4 people you knew, and then the table was like 13 people. People are dancing on top of it. Everybody in there has become your friend, and you never want to leave. It's the most magical experience of your life.
Can I tell you how many?
Then wait, at the end is like, wait, who's going to pay? Like, there are 12 people on this check, and no one brought cash, right?
Yeah, now thank God for Apple Pay, right?
Yeah. Time for KRBE's Roula and Ryan show to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
All right, it is brought to you by Duncan. Texas has ranked the second worst state in America for dog attacks on mail carriers, with 404 in the state of Texas.
Yeah, we're number 1, though, right?
Houston, Texas has got the number 1 position as far as dog attacks on postal workers. So there were 57 dog attacks on postal workers in Houston last year.
And I'd be like, I'm getting bit, and you guys don't even look at this mail.
It's all junk mail.
It's all crap.
I know this crap mail nobody looks at, and I got bit by a dog.
Warranties expiring or whatever, all that crap that you get.
It's like when I go to the mailbox, I'm like one old gold prospector sifting, you know,
or something.
I go through it. I'm like, oh, there's a bill. Okay, snatch
Usually
that
it's
one
nothing
up.
good. It's like, okay,
Nothing of it's garbage. Just boom, straight into recycling
jury
bin.
duty or other things.
That can go in the recycling bin too.
You know you're gonna get picked now.
The Angels have edged out the Stros yesterday. It was 2-1 against.
Well, you say like it's bad news. We played 4
got
games
3 of
and
the
we
4.
killed them in
we
3
got
of them.
3 of the 4, yeah. And Houston starts a 7-game road trip today against the Blue Jays.
Oh man,
so 7 days on the road.
Springer,
Mm-hmm.
bring on your dinger, Springer.
Is he injury list?
I don't
Or
know.
he's playing?
No idea. I don't follow Toronto.
Oh,
Well, he was playing. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, here's something cool. Houston's 2 professional soccer teams, the Dynamo and the Dash, will celebrate a weekend of pride with back-to-back games on June 10th and June 11th at Shell Energy Stadium. Both events will highlight Houston area LGBTQIA and organizations. They'll include giveaways like pride-themed jerseys, patches, and all sorts of merchandise. So that'll be going down June 10th and June 11th at Shell Energy Stadium. And let's see, finally...
NRG Stadium. Right?
Huh?
Is that what you just said?
No. It's
Shell.
not. Shell Energy.
Oh, I was
It's
like,
where the
where did
Dynamo and the
Shell
Dash.
and NRG merge?
They have their own stadium.
But you're
They changed
talking
the name,
about
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like they
I don't
change
even know
it
the name
every
anymore.
Shell
year.
Energy Stadium.
Correct.
Every
It started out as
BBVA.
It was
Yeah.
BBVA.
And then
Then it was
it's
PNC.
and now it's Shell.
Okay, so now it's Shell.
Now
They're
Shell
just
Energy.
bouncing.
Yeah.
No more
The banks.
alphabets. No more A, B, C, D, E,
All
F,
right,
G.
yeah. Listening with one ear, you're like, wait, Shell is an NRG Stadium merged? Ryan's just not saying NRG?
Put a shell on it?
No,
No,
it's Shell
what?
Energy.
No.
Shell Energy, correct.
And
okay.
Sam and I are hosting the parade on the 24th that starts at 7 p.m. downtown.
Oh, now where's that cross street going to be? Like, do you know what part of downtown that's going to be?
The whole entire downtown. It's a huge parade.
Yeah,
The
you're
whole
like,
entire
yeah, we're
downtown.
in the-
All of the
right in the middle.
downtown.
Biggest parade known to man. There's like 700,000 people there.
It's fun. It
But
really
unless
is.
they have the those guys with those fez hats doing the little go karts.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
What are those guys called?
I want to see
Shriners.
Yeah, Shriners.
Shriners.
Get some Shriners
If
in
we
there.
could get some go-karts, would they let us? I'll wear the fez. Come on, Eric.
You have to
Put
be
one
part
on.
of the organization,
Yeah, you gotta be
Ryan.
part of it. You
can't
can't just
be
join
them.
in.
Well, I know.
You'd be like, look at me, I have a little funny hat on. I mean, you can't do that.
I'm making fun of you guys. I just showed up.
You have to be part of their actual organization.
You showed up to a few meetings.
I would like to know what the origin of that fez hat is, and in the next 10 minutes, I'll regale you with all the details. Just kidding. Coming up next, Eric wants to buy something that could doom his marriage.
Yep, I'm afraid if I buy this, my marriage might be fading if I get this. I don't know. But I assume other people have purchased this and can help me out and let me know
Let
if
you
it's
know
a
you're
bad
still
idea or a
married?
good idea.
You're not looking at that life-size doll again, are you?
What?
Oh my God.
What the hell?
I don't know what you're talking about. We are going to find out what it is that Eric wants to buy next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
There are a ton of social networking websites, but one stands apart for a very special reason. This one saves lives. It's MatchingDonors.com. MatchingDonors.com links organ donors with people in need of kidney and other transplants. In the U.S., 22 people die each day waiting for an organ transplant, most of them for kidneys. If you've ever considered becoming a living organ donor, or if you're someone in need of an organ transplant, visit MatchingDonors.com, home of the greatest gift of all, the gift of life. MatchingDonors.com.